today for you guys I have another haul, and yes, I did say I wasn't going to be doing one. I wasn't expecting it either, but I'm crazy and let's get on with it. The first book I have to share with you guys is in fact another library book, so no, I haven't been going crazy and buying things, and that is Thumped by Megan McCafferty. Now, I read Bumped last month, and so I reserved this from the library and I've just finished reading this one. It was about 3 or 4 stars. As I said about the previous book, I loved the world and I loved the ideas, but I'm not sure if it worked or not. And if you want a full review on these 2 books, let me know and I'm quite happy to do one. But if you want, you can check out my Goodreads review, which will be linked down below. The next book is actually for my dissertation. I ordered it from the book depository for about 20 quid. And I was going to order it from Amazon, but they're being a bit sketchy and they said 1 to 2 months delivery, and I was like, yeah, but it's for my dissertation, I'd rather have it now than have to not know when it's actually going to arrive. And that is this one. This is Wild Things, Children's Culture and Eco-Criticism by Sydney I. Dobrin and Kenneth B. Kidd. It's actually edited by them too, so I'm guessing there's quite a lot of different essays for different people. Now, this is about how children's culture and society and literature mostly, how it interacts with the environment it is with. So basically I'm looking at the environment in children's literature, but the posh word is eco-criticism apparently. So yeah, this looks really good. It's still in the wrapping, so I haven't actually opened it to have a look at it, but hopefully it'll be really interesting. The next book I have for you guys is a book for uni. Now, all my uni books will have the uni reading video coming up in the future, but I don't know everything I'm reading, so I'm just going to show these in the haul because I might as well. And the first one is this one, and this is The Apple Crimson Petal Stories by Michelle Faber. I don't know anything other than this book is a historical fiction and it has been adapted to BBC dramas, so that's all I know. If you guys have read anything on this or have seen the BBC drama, let me know if any of them are good and let me know what you think of them, because I really want to know what it's about before I go into it. The next book I have for you guys is in fact another uni book, and that is Wolf Hall by Hilary Mantel. Now, this is a big chunk of a book and it's for my historical fiction module, and this is a book about the Tudors and Henry VIII, and I'm guessing something about the War of the Roses. I'm not entirely sure. I know it was really popular last year or the year before and it was quite high in the charts. I don't know anything about it, I've never read it, and I really want to know if you guys really enjoyed this, and let me know, because I have heard from another person who did the course that they didn't enjoy it, but then he didn't enjoy Dracula and I love Dracula. So I don't know, so let me know if you have read this book and tell me if it's going to be really intriguing or not. The next lot of books are books that I picked up from the shop over the road, and I kind of was like, do I really need to buy these? And I was like, but it's only 3 for £10. So I brought them anyway because I just couldn't help myself. Though that was a hard decision which 3 to choose. There was probably about 2 or 3 other ones I really wanted to pick up, and no doubt I might actually. So the first book I picked up was The Longest Ride by Nicholas Sparks. Now, yes, I am one of these people who read Nicholas Sparks. I can't help it but like a little love story. And I was reading No the Boy Next Door last week, and I kind of get the sense that her dad is like a reflection of Nicholas Sparks in a way. Anyone get that? Yeah, I do like Nicholas Sparks books though. I have read The Last Song, The Notebook and A Walk to Remember. I loved all of them, and I like fluffy, lovey books that are going to break my heart when I read them, because I am sadistic and like putting myself through that pain. The Longest Ride, all I know is about World War II, I think, but I just like Nicholas Sparks and I can't wait to read another book. So yeah, let me know if you have read this one, because I don't know much about this one. I don't know if it's his best one or not, so yeah. The next one I picked up was in fact one that I looked at the cover and was like, that is so lovely, looks like a perfect chick lit for me, and then I read the back and was like, hell yeah, chick lit. I am a big chick lit fan. I read anything in general, but chick lit always will have a place in my heart. It's the sort of happy, relaxing books to read where I don't have to analyse it, I can just enjoy it. And that is The Best Thing That Never Happened to Me by Laura Tate and Jimmy Rice. Now this is a book about first loves, from what I can tell from the blurb, and about whether, what does it say? Whether the feelings never really went away and whether that was really meant to be. And I think that's going to be quite lovely. The two characters, Holly and Alex, and it spans 10 years after they were together, I think. And I just think the cover's really lovely, if you can see that. And it's got a lovely spine. And I like just the light and fluffy books every now and again, so I really hope I enjoy this one. The final book in the 3 for £10 deal was in fact Melissa Hill's A Gift to Remember. Now this has got a beautiful cover and it is topping the charts at the moment, and I'm really hoping it lives up to its placing in the charts. But this book is about a girl called Darcy, and she works in a bookstore in Manhattan. Now one day she's cycling to work and she crashes into another guy. What's his name? Aidan Harris. And he ends up having to go to hospital. And he leaves a puppy and a gift left behind. And from what I can tell, the Darcy goes ahead and tries to find all this information about him and kind of falls in love with him and thinks he could be the one. I don't know much more than that, but it sounds really intriguing, and literary books about literary loving is awesome. So yeah, I really hope you enjoy this one. The final book I have to share with you guys is a book that I didn't actually plan on buying. I brought it for my sister and went round to her house on Saturday and was like, "Hey Jessica, what are you reading at the moment?" And she said this one. It's kind of a funny story by Nid Fazzini. Now, I ordered this for her birthday and turns out she has it. Granted, she did want it at Christmas and she probably did buy it in the 7 months since Christmas, but I was like, I'll get it for her because I know she wants it, but she already has it. So I was like, well, I'll just keep it for myself because I know it's a good book. I've heard lots of good things about it and I can read it for myself and really enjoy it, hopefully. So it's kind of a funny story. And speaking of funny stories, I also brought her the DVD. Now I went to her, so Jessica, do you have the film of that book? And she goes, yeah, it's over there somewhere. And it is. So I now have the book. No, that's not the book. Where did I put it? This is what happens when I'm filming videos, never prepared. I now have the book and the film so I can compare them, and I might do a video on that if you guys are interested. I wasn't even aware there was a film of this, but it does have Emma Roberts in it and it sounds really good, so let's see. Speaking of my sister, I borrowed a film off my mum and my sister the other day, and that is Percy Jackson and the Sea of Monsters. Now, I know what you're all saying, it's awful, it's going to be really bad, but I still want to see it, and obviously because my boyfriend doesn't read that much, he tends to read fan fiction. He hasn't read the series, but he's watched the first film, so I thought it'd be a nice thing for us to watch together, and I just didn't want the Percy Jackson series to end. It sucks that I know it's going to be a bad film, but I can't wait to watch it anyway and see how I find it, really. The final thing I have to share with you guys is another film, and that is The Book Thief. Now, The Book Thief is one of my favourite books ever. It's been about 5-6 years since I read it, and I can hardly remember anything about it. But all I know is that I loved it, and I completely adore it, and I recommend it to everyone I know. And I haven't actually seen the film. I didn't see it in the cinemas. I saw it in the shop yesterday and was like, I'm going to pick it up, see how it is. I'm very doubtful that they're going to make it to the amazing standard that I hold the book to. But we'll see, and if I don't like it, then I can return it in. It does look very Hollywood style-esque, and that upsets me a bit. But I look forward to watching it and comparing it with the book. So that's the end of my video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you have any recommendations as usual or any comments on the books I've brought, let me know, because I like to hear what you guys think about them, because I don't like going into books completely blind. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the video. I'm not going to try picking them up because I will drop them all over myself, and I hope to see you soon, and I can't wait to hear your comments.